Greetings, my people of the tarot. I have come to you today because there's something we need to discuss. It's very near and dear to my heart. As some of you know, and anybody new seeing this, I will tell you, I am an herbalist. I have been studying herbs since in earnest since the late 1990s. I have studied with Susan Weed. I took a 1-year weekend a month course of therapeutic herbalism through Blazing Star Herbal School with Tanya Limonis. I also worked at Wise Way Herbals for 2 years. You can look both those places up online, and Susan Weed. I have an intimate knowledge of plants. I work with them in dyeing. I'm very cautious of the plants I use. And it has been brought to my attention by doing a little bit of research, and it doesn't take much, about the plants that we use without giving it a thought. And I am guilty of this myself. So you're not alone. We don't give it much thought. These plants become extremely popular. We use them and we don't give it much thought, but we need to. Because plants that just about all of us that we use on a daily basis are endangered. So I will cut to the chase right off the bat, because like I said, I am guilty myself without thinking, without giving a thought. Now there is one herb that I have given a lot of thought about, but I don't know why these others did not dawn on me. And that one herb is slippery elm bark. And the clue in that is bark. We all know how long it takes for trees to grow. It takes quite a while, doesn't it? So the slippery elm, and the elm in general, is at high risk because of Dutch elm disease. And the slippery elm is a sister to the American elm, which has been endangered for years. So there are other alternatives. You got to look for plants that are easily replenished, easily cultivated in a proper manner. So to cut to the chase, anything that says wood on it, you can pretty much be sure is endangered. Sandalwood, Hawaiian, is the one that came up. Check it out, people. Essential oils are used to make incense. Like I said, I'm guilty too. Anything that says wood. Cedarwood. Now cedars are abundant where I live, so if I really want cedarwood, I could take one small branch, even one that broke off during a storm, and use the needles. Palo Santo, endangered, tropical wood plant, endangered, overharvested, raping the earth because everybody wants to smell Palo Santo in the house. Like I said, I'm guilty. But this is the first stick I bought because I heard about it and everybody's using Palo Santo. And I'm like, well, what's that? Well, I wish I had looked it up first. Everybody knows white sage. Yes, endangered, overharvesting. Not endangered may be a better choice, but with the essential oil growth, it could be very well endangered. And I have here a list of at-risk, common common herbs that we use in white sage is right here. You can see it on the list. It's on a watch list. And this was a few years back, but the United Plant Savers, which is a good company, has not taken this list down, okay? Also, you might want to be interested in yerba mansa from California. Arnica. It's something we use all the time. I tried to grow it last year. I had not very good at growing stuff, to be honest. Osha. I've heard horror stories about Osha is very sacred to the Western Native Americans, okay? And it is a deep root that has to be, you know, you use a lot of work to get it out. I heard a story of a Native American brother who went to this spot every year to gather his medicine, his Osha. And he went to go back one time, and these, what they call herbal hunters, had taken the whole root system. The whole root system. His plants were gone. He only took what he needed. And that's what a good herbalist does. They only take what they need, and they don't take everything. And another one, okay, is echinacea, which we can easily grow. Everybody should have some growing in their gardens. Slippery elm is on here. Trillium, which my family loves. We have a relationship with Trillium. Lobelia, Cava Cava. You know, you guys, we take all this for granted. The best thing, you know what the really best thing to do, and I'm guilty of this too, is to go in your backyard, look around your own community and see what is growing, and use your local herbs, because usually your local stuff is growing in abundance. And one thing that grows in abundance that we can use instead of white sage is mugwort, Artemisias vulgaris. It grows along our roadsides, it grows, oh my gosh, it grows everywhere. I had a friend who had a garden. It grew in her whole back garden. She has since gotten rid of it, which I think is sad, because I think it was growing in her backyard for a reason. But, you know, people don't like to listen to an herbalist tell you that these weeds are growing in your garden for a reason. You need to pay homage to them. You need to pay attention to them, because there is a reason why they're growing there for you. Okay? So you need to really get in touch with your local. Okay, be aware of your locally what's growing, but also be aware what you're bringing into your home that is endangered. Okay, because this is serious. These are plants that are here to help us, and we're not allowed to. We should not be allowed to abuse them. Another one that's endangered is frankincense. Rosewood. Now, there was a company, a multi-level marketing company, and I'm going to go there and say the name. Young Living, okay? Rosewood is another tropical wood that they harvested, and they got caught because they not only... I know people don't want to hear this, but the way that the essential oils are being promoted and the devastation to the ecosystem, because everybody wants these exotic essential oils, we have to, as an herbalist and as a person who realizes that heaven is here on earth and we have fucked it up, we have to pay attention to these things. It's not that essential oils don't have purpose. They do. But not the way they are being promoted by these multi-level marketing companies. They want you to use copious amounts so they can make money. And that is the bottom line. And because of multi-level marketing, they're helping other people make money. And that's so disrespectful to the plants. Because I've said it before and I'll say it again. The way essential oils are made, they are a drug. They are a pharmaceutical because you're extracting just one part of the plant and it takes copious amounts. It took tons and tons of rosewood. That's why that tree has been devastated, because it takes tons and tons of that to make essential oil. It takes tons of roses to make essential oils. Roses themselves are take the most amount of plant material to make essential oils. You need to be aware of this. You know, if you are not somebody that cares about the earth and cares about the environment that they live in, get off the planet. We don't need you. But if you care, you need to investigate what you are bringing into your homes. Is it endangered? Am I contributing to endangering species of plants? I'm not going to make this any longer, but I'm hoping I'm getting you thinking about it. I hope you do your own research and look into it. And just don't take the word of multi-level marketing companies that this is good for you, because it is not good for you, and it is not good for the planet. Not in the way they're being marketed. That's it for now. Over and out.